Be careful with your Bitcoin address now that Google is all in into crypto. You want to know this information and what's going on in the crypto market? Then smash the like button because it's time for Crypto News Crypto to the Max with Rodrigo Arnedo here, your host for the most. We have this piece of information which is huge. Google now will tell you the price of some cryptocurrencies when you use Google, but also now they are going to tell you about some addresses straight in Google search. But first things first, be careful with this because it might be a trap. Community is happy because this is happening, but also sad because at the same time you need to consider that you are connected to Gmail, you are connected to Google, and then if you search for certain addresses, well, they can relate that you are interested at least in these addresses. So if you want to be anonymous out there, well, be very careful with this. It might be a trap. Is this good? Is this bad? Tell me a comment below. And now I'm gonna tell you how this works. So you just go there and type the address. And I tried to do that. What I did is I typed Bitcoin address on Google and I found one which is random. So this is a random address. So I tried it, and yes, you can see that we know some information about that address. Then also you can see that some addresses will work for you and some will not. Like for example, in my case, I wanted to check with El Salvador address. So I went out there trying to find the address, and what I found was this website that I want to share with you, link in the description below, called najibtracker.com. So interesting, where you can see the dollar cost average that they have, how they are purchasing Bitcoin, no matter the price, and when, and also the amount of money that they have in that address. Also, I found that you can check not just for Nayib Bukele's El Salvador address, but also Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy. And you can see there they are buying bigger even than El Salvador, but so huge for both of them. So finally, I found the address in this picture. Of course, I went to ChatGPT. I'm teaching you also AI, and asked to have from that picture the address so that I can copy paste it. So I have it, and you can see that it's an address that starts with a number 3. So it will not work right now. And why is that? Why is not working? And we have this BTC1, BC1 working. Well, I ask again Gemini in this case because it will connect you to internet and it's better in this aspect. And it will tell you about the different, different types of addresses we have for Bitcoin. The legacy, old ones, they all start with 1. And then we have the Segwit addresses, BC1 or 3. So you can see that some of those are indexes already and some of these are not yet indexed. So it's the case for El Salvador. So we learn right now 3 types of addresses for Bitcoin. We learn Google is indexing it. That is not good for your safety and privacy. And we learn about this site for watching dollar cost average from El Salvador and Nayib Bukele. We learned a lot, and this is just the first 4 minutes for this video. So remember to smash the like button, because this is always free for you. How can I pay you, Rodri? Just with the like and using the links in the description below. Thank you very much. Remember that if you go to Google, Google was against Bitcoin at some point in history. You can just type Bitcoin and you'll see the chart and price of Bitcoin. Same for Ethereum, the same for Dogecoin, but not if you just type Dogecoin, you have to put a dollar. So if you want to check a cryptocurrency, just put the dollar sign, the symbol, and then Doge, and you will have it. And it won't work for some others, like for example, IOTA. So you can see if Google believes those are relevant or not. I do, but Google in this case is still out there, well, with some delay. Also, we have this huge piece of information today. We finally know that Sam Bankman-Fried, the perpetrator of the FTX scandal, is going to be in jail for 25 years. Well, allegedly is going to be there. Also, he was ordered for fine more than $11 billion. The idea is that the collapse of FTX is being called the biggest case of fraud ever, but we have some controversy out there and some jokes. From Altcoin Daily, SBF has been sentenced to 6.25 Bitcoin halvings in prison, but under good behavior, he probably will be there like for two halvings or maybe even one. And this is not good out there, community saying things like this. Don't forget they dropped 5 additional charges against Sam Bankman-Fried, including campaign finance charges and China bribery. They really didn't want those to go into trial and be re-illuminated in the public eye, especially not with an election. Sam should have been serving 200 years, in opinion of the street. And if we compare, as everybody's doing, the sentence he has with the sentence for Ross Ulbricht, remember the Silk Road scandal, well, he's going to be more time, like 40 plus years, so many life sentences plus those 40 years. So it's not fair, in opinion of many people, that yeah, this guy might be out in like 8 years or something like this, and then he'll have a lot of money and he will enjoy life, and maybe this is not fair. What do you think about that? Changing gears, we can see here that the number of whales out there is growing, and that's a good thing. Why? Because these people, they have more than 10,000 Bitcoin. They are called the smart money. The idea is that they have a lot of money, they will bring their friends with a lot of money, and so Bitcoin price will rise. In a week that we probably will close in the green with those inflows, outflows, and the ETFs, and a very interesting week for Coco too. It's going higher like crazy, and why? And that's why I'm telling you about this, because it's due to a liquidity crisis. There's no cocoa out there because of countries that export this material. They are out of it. So this might happen with Bitcoin too. And you see what happens to the charts. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm not expert. Be careful out there. But we celebrate today, just not talking about price for a second, that exactly 27 years ago, Adam Back invented proof of work, the bedrock of Bitcoin. It's how Satoshi harnessed time and energy to create the best money in human history. So thank you very much, Adam Back. Remember, proof of work, this idea that you have to solve the mathematical problem on Bitcoin. We have miners, etc. Watch our beginners videos if you have no idea whatsoever about this. How? Well, just go to fundontheright.com, and there you have Bitcoin and blockchain for beginners. I tell you everything about that there. And proof of work, that also it's an idea that we need in this digital world. Like, for example, you sometimes need to send like $1 or 1 cent to a site so that we get rid of bots or those captcha things. Yeah, sometimes we need that work to be sure that we are talking humans and not machines. Now to the charts. Bitcoin in this triangle, fighting to be above $69,000. We'll see about that. It seems like 70,000 is the new normality. Probably people selling there. And this idea is that once all those sales are due, well, price will pump again. We have some sells and some shorts in the chart in 70 and in 72. So we'll see about those. Remember this chart, it seems we're not going to be back on track in 14 days. So now we might have to wait 63 days till May 15th after the halving. We'll tell you in the next crypto news. We'll have the closure of this week. And now you can see that we didn't have, after this hammer pump like crazy. Well, still we have some time, but it seems like it's more probable we're going to have a candle like this one. So this might be the next X scenario. It would be great because that would mean that next week is going to be huge for Bitcoin. Maybe because of we will close 7th consecutive green monthly candle. We will make it or not. We'll see about that. Remember also this comparison with 2021. We might be so early with this pump, this bull run. And in the bad side, well, dollar keeps on going higher. That's not good. And we still have this gap. Maybe it will be filled during the weekend, probably so. And thank you to Carlos Zenita. He sent me this reminding us that usually we have cycles of 500 days going up. So maybe we are just in the beginning of the new 500 days. That would be awesome. We still greedy out there, extreme risk 79, and we have some fears now with Javier Bitcoin here. The idea that the government in Spain can take your places if you are in the beach, and they will just take it away from you. Well, this is some highlights you'll find out there. But from here, yeah, I want to say two things. One, yes, we are really, really concerned in Spain. We don't want to be like Venezuela or other countries. We are so concerned that the right of property here might be in risk, and that's why Bitcoin is a nice alternative. But also that we have to read things, and I invite everybody to talk. If you have different ideas, it's okay. You can learn from your opposite people, like people that just thinks different than yourself. So yeah, you have those highlights, but if you go to the full article, you'll see that it's not just like they are going to take it. It has to do with a law we have for costs in Spain. And I would recommend you to go to Gemini, for example. You drop there the text and you can ask questions to the searcher. Like, for example, how is it possible that your house becomes public? And it will tell you, it depends in this case of certain circumstances like the sea going higher, etc., etc. So yeah, do not be in that case so afraid about this. Just read the whole things. But I understand their reaction, and on the other hand, well, highlights how this work. We live in a clickbait now. Everybody, we have to live with that. The market is in the red today. The bubbles are crazy. The dog with a hat is going higher, 18%. And here, the crypto prof telling us that altcoin season is going to be crazy as 2017-18, and we have to be patient. You need to know all about this on dextools.io, link in the description below, and they have now improved the accuracy of their DEX score. You can check if a project is legit or not, at least have some information about that. They just introduced more metrics, especially related with token audits to increase user security. So thank you very much for that. You can go there and watch Dogecoin. Funny that in Dogecoin chart, you will find from time to time the Dogecoin. If you go there and type Doge USD, you sometimes will see this. Also, if you type Tesla, you will see Elon Musk from time to time smoking a joint. Crazy stuff. As crazy is this projection of Dogecoin going to 34,000, no, 34,000, no, $34. That's good enough for Dogecoin. You think that's possible? Well, maybe, because this year might be the year that Elon Musk is going to have payment on X, the everything app, and he loves cryptocurrency. He said he's not going to have cryptocurrencies in phase one, but the idea is that he now has the license in 23 states in United States for payments. And well, after that, maybe crypto is going to be accepted with the app that wants to be the app that everybody uses for everything. And now, what about some scary news? Call of Duty cheaters allegedly lost Bitcoin as hackers target gamers with malware. Be careful out there, they might trick you. Remember to be safe with a Trezor cold wallet, and do not cheat. And also remember, now it speaks Spanish.
Ahora Trezor habla español.
Now Trezor speaks Spanish and French and Deutsch too. Ethereum going to 4,000 or 3,000. What do you think is going to be next step? Now that we know that BlackRock's money market fund that records share ownership on the Ethereum blockchain has attracted more than 160 million since its debut a week ago. Good news for Ethereum and good news if you are a card holder, Bitcoin card holder, because you still have 8 days for this first anniversary. You don't have one, link in the description below. You can have 25 euros if you are a new user of the crypto debit card. And remember, we are almost running off or the next 100 codes, so you can become a mapper from over the reality. So go to our dedicated video out there and watch it, learn how to make money with this huge and nice project that I loved. And you have those invitations, they are flying. So go just right now. Consider that Dua Lipa, so famous, is into Bitcoin. Well, this is not true. This is a deep fake, and I want you to be concerned. Today is so related, everything's so related with safety. So yeah, consider that AI can do things like this. I think this is so fake. Allegedly, it's so fake. We'll see about that. And also consider that AI searches on Bitcoin on YouTube are being, in Google, those are being higher than Bitcoin searches. That's why here we have two channels, one for Bitcoin and one for AI. Go to AI News, watch all the videos, and so you learn about this. And if you want to keep on learning about cryptocurrencies, so that you are not like this cat, just always trying to jump but never doing it, well, in this case, you can just watch more of our crypto news here with Rodrigo Arnedo. Health, money, love, power in peace, and the best is yet to come. To the moon!